4 generations. This is a family business, and our friends the Wallines travel the world to find us flowers that are hard to find, but easy to grow.
Easy to grow.
An absolute beauty. And I love when I'm walking from like set to set, when you just get the fragrance. And immediately I walked over and just went,
These are
lilac.
overwhelmingly fragrant.
But this is not your ordinary lilac. This is the 3-piece baby border Chinese summer lilac. And this is one of those times where this is the Roberta's difference. You could get run-of-the-mill lilacs at your local gardener. You guys bring us something a little bit special. M43425. This is $34, but since it's 3 pieces, it breaks down to $11 and change per piece. This is low maintenance. This is hardy, and you said this also has a long season, right?
Yeah. Do you want to hear the special story
Yes,
about
please,
why
I
these
do.
are so unique?
We do.
Everyone loves lilac. They're one of our favorite, late spring bloomers. But they have a really short bloom time, and then the rest of the year you just have a green bush. And it's kind of boring to look at. Well, my father discovered these in China about 6 or 7 years ago, and he brought some of them back. He said, "You won't believe it, I found the most amazing lilac." And we said, "From China? Okay, it's probably the same." No, this survived millions of years ago, a great glacier, ice glacier that went through the country and destroyed all the vegetation, but missed one valley, the Guangdong province. It's a protected forest now, and all the plants there are very ancient. And this lilac that we're looking at comes from that area. So this is literally one of the oldest, flowering plants in the world. But what makes this special is it's a summer blooming lilac. Fully in the hot summer, that's when you're going to get your flowers. When your other lilacs have already been done for a month or two, you're going to have these blooming.
Well, and this is how you layered it, and this is how you continue the beauty that you want to have, and you get to extend that. And the fragrance is just that soft, sweet, wonderful scent.
Like candy.
It is like candy, just the lilac.
What makes these interesting, you're going to notice instantly, they are not your average tall, lengthy lilac. These are short to the ground. They're about 2.5 by 2.5 feet wide. That's great because, you can layer these with your other lilac if you already have lilac. You can also put these in so many other places that you couldn't, because a normal lilac is 4.5, 5 feet tall. And that's what makes these so great. They're super versatile. They smell like a lilac. They look like a lilac. And they're going to fulfill all of your dreams of lilac, too.
Well, they also let your dreams last a little bit longer because these are going to bloom at a different time. So it's a wonderful way to add in to the lilacs that you might have home. And you're getting 3 pieces here. Total's $34. This is a great value. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to try and hunt these down. The Wallines have gotten it for you, and we will deliver it right to your door. This is why we know you come to us, so many of you, for flowers every year.
Yeah. Now, these plants, they like a full sun to part sun.
Okay.
Sort of the same qualities as a regular lilac. They can handle any kind of winter. I mean, they survived a glacial tempest.
They're strong.
Millions of years ago.
What's funny is that these look so delicate and dainty, but this is a sturdy flower.
They're also drought tolerant, can handle tons of heat. I don't know of any pests that like them, but the plants are getting home. 3 of these been growing in our greenhouses for over a year. They're ready to grow for you. It's super simple. You just simply take it out of this little pot, put it into the ground or pot. I mean, the nice thing about these, because they are small, whereas originally you couldn't keep lilac in a pot, now you can. I can keep this anywhere, anywhere around the house, patio, deck. It's great. You can't do that with your average lilac. And the thing is, because the fragrance is so sweet.
Oh, please put it somewhere.
You want it somewhere.
I was going to say, put
close.
it somewhere that's nearby, so maybe on the deck. When you're out there having dinner or maybe having your coffee in the morning. This is a wonderful way to greet you. It's so fragrant. It's so beautiful. It's a nice, dense, bushy feel. I love putting this in a pot.
I know. Now, they also make great cuts.
Even
That's
better.
the thing. We have this great vase here. Feel free, cut them, put them in your house. The smell.
I went right into this when I walked over.
It goes through an entire house. If you keep your windows open, your neighbors are going to smell it. That's what's so nice about these. And they're simple to grow. Now, like I said, summer blooming lilac.
Summer blooming lilac.
That's the most important point here. You can extend your lilac season now up through the middle of the summer, and they're going to bloom for a good month, which is a great amount of time for a lilac.
Think about where you want to have that fragrance. Think about walkways. Think about maybe your driveway. Put it somewhere in the landscape or near the house where you're going to be able to smell it every time you walk past the window or you come up to the front door. And the fact that we're getting you 3 pieces, $34, your Q card breaks that down, if you'd like to use your Q card, into 3 monthly payments of about $11 and change. So pretty.
So my father, when he found these, he had this amazing story of how they survived China, because these are a very ancient variety of lilac that came from China, survived a glacial storm. You know, a big ice glacier went and just swept through the country millions of years ago, destroyed everything, but missed this special valley in the Qingdang region of China. And these lilac that we're seeing come from that area. So what we're looking at is probably one of the oldest plants you'll ever have in your garden.
So you're getting beauty, you're getting history, and quite frankly, you're getting a reminder of strength. Because when you think about that story, if this beautiful, delicate looking flower can make it through that, you can make it through anything.
Yeah, totally.
Loving
And,
it.
I mean, just blankets of flower, blankets of fragrance. That's why I love this, you know.
Well, and there's something
Women.
about the lilac. The scent is so welcoming, it's soothing, it's calming, it's sweet without being over the top. Perfection, and you're getting 3 pieces of that perfection here for $34. It's M43425. This is, I hate to walk away because this smells so lovely. Oh, so pretty. So, we've got a lot in our 2-hour show. We're more than halfway through it already. Wow. This was on earlier. If you're just joining us, you can always go to QVC.com. You check out items recently on air, you'll find this beauty. We started the season with 4,000 of the hardy Bartzella Yellow Edo Peony. We have fewer than 250. Beautiful, beautiful, full, gorgeous blossoms on this. $38.16. And look at how the center has that great orange red color. These are lovely. Also available